Shopping feels amazing, doesn't it? You see something shiny, swipe your card, and for a brief moment, the world feels perfect. But why is it that the happiness we expect from shopping never seems to last? You've been there. Maybe it was a designer handbag, the latest iPhone, or even that sleek new car you saved up for. You thought, this will make me happy, and it did until it didn't. It's not just you. This is a universal trap. Psychologists call it hedonic adaptation, the idea that no matter how exciting something feels at first, we quickly adjust to it. The thrill wears off, and suddenly that once special thing becomes part of the background. This isn't just about shopping, it's about how our brains work, and it's why you're constantly chasing the next shiny thing. Hedonic adaptation is rooted in neuroscience. When you buy something new, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical behind that rush of excitement. It's your brain's way of rewarding behavior it wants you to repeat. But here's the problem. Dopamine isn't meant to last. It spikes during anticipation and action, but drops off once the novelty wears off. That's why the excitement fades so quickly after you bring something home. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Researchers conducted a famous study comparing two very different groups, lottery winners and paraplegics. They wanted to see how these life-changing events, one overwhelmingly positive, the other devastating, impacted long-term happiness. The results? A year later, both groups reported similar levels of happiness. Why? Because our brains adapt. What feels life-changing today, whether it's a sudden windfall or a profound loss, becomes your new normal over time. It's a survival mechanism. As Socrates wisely put it, he who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. It's this constant adjustment that keeps us chasing. Now let's talk about the role of advertisers in this cycle. Every ad you see isn't just selling a product, it's selling a fantasy. Buy this and you'll be happier, cooler, better. And they know exactly what they're doing. Advertisers manipulate your brain's dopamine response to make you think you're one purchase away from happiness. They frame products as the missing piece in your life, tapping into insecurities you didn't even know you had. As Tyler Durden from Fight Club said, advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy things we don't need. And the worst part? It works every time. So how do we get off this hamster wheel of temporary happiness? Let's talk solutions. Invest in experiences, not things. Studies show experiences, like a trip with friends or learning something new, bring more lasting happiness. Why? Because they become part of who you are. You don't just remember the trip, you remember the version of yourself who took it. Practice gratitude. Gratitude rewires your brain to focus on the positive. But skip the superficial stuff like, I'm grateful for my morning coffee. Instead, think deeper. Be thankful for personal achievements, the relationships you've built, or the challenges you've overcome. Gratitude shifts your mindset from what you lack to appreciating what you already have. Pause before you buy. Next time you're about to make a big purchase, ask yourself, am I buying this to solve a problem, or am I running from one? That pause might save you money and a whole lot of regret. So here's the challenge. Spend a week without buying anything unnecessary. Just 1 week. Watch how quickly the urge to consume fades when you focus on what you already have. As Epicurus wisely said, do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not, because happiness isn't in the next shiny thing. It's already here. You just have to stop chasing long enough to see it.